any member of my family join, please just remind them to not write the answers in the comments. I don't know why we struggle so much. Yeah, but please get a piece of paper, 4 categories again. So this is actually going to be the last week of 4 categories. I don't know. You guys need to tell me if you're happy with the 4 categories. I kind of want to make it 3. I want to do 3 categories instead of 4, but it's fine. Today we're going to have 4 categories, so get a piece of paper. Remember, the first category is for kids, so get your kids and, you know, like, get them to participate as well. I really try and keep it to kiddies stories. Go back to Sunday school days. So get a piece of paper, just divide it by 4, write 1 to 5. There's 5 questions in each category, and then yeah, we're gonna get into it. Okay, cool. Mara, I'm going to beat everyone. Okay, so we'll see. Okay, guys, please remember, like, you need to tell me your scores, hey, as we go through this, because I want to know how you're doing. Okay, cool. So I double checked my answers this week so that we don't have Zolofahad and his daughter's situation again. But yeah, okay, cool. Let's get into it. So for those of you, if this is your first time, then just remember, it takes us around, I don't know, I want to say like 40 minutes. It takes us like between half an hour and 40 minutes to get going, or to finish it up. So I hope you have enough data for that, if I can even say that. But yeah, okay, cool. Let's get into it. So first category is for the kiddies. Okay, it's for the children. Okay, hi mom, mommy, please remember, don't write the answers in the comments. Okay, guys, please don't write the answers in the comments. Okay, it's a problem. Hey, laddies. Okay, hopefully your network holds up. Okay, everybody else, I hope the network is better this week. I tried, guys. I worked on it. Okay, so category 1 for the kiddies. Okay, question number 1. What was the name of Abraham's son that God asked him to sacrifice? So God asked Abraham to sacrifice one of his sons to him. What was that son's name? What was his name? Okay, so that's question number 1. Question number 2. Okay, question number 2. Who was swallowed by a big fish? Okay, so like there's a whole story behind that, right? God wanted him to then talk to people for him. He didn't want to, so he ran away, and then there was a storm and everything, and he was like, look, just throw me overboard, guys, the storm's because of me. And then a big fish came and swallowed him. So, hi, Kyle. Hi, Kyle. Okay, so what was the name of the guy who was swallowed by a big fish? That's question number 2 in the kiddies category. We're still in the kiddies category. Okay, question number 3. Question number 3. Okay, everybody still with me? I can go on, right? Yes. See, Kyle, just so you know, I'm still wearing the same t-shirt. Guys, I found out this week that people change clothes every day during this lockdown. I'm just saying it's strange for me. I don't know how they do that. Okay, so kiddies category, question number 1. What is the name of Abraham's son that God asked him to sacrifice? Question number 2. Who was swallowed by a big fish? Question number 3 is, who did David kill with a slingshot? Okay, who did David kill with a slingshot? Question number 3. Hi, Ilana. I'm so glad you're back. I really am. Definitely winning so far. Okay, we'll see. This is the first thing. Why are you not greeting Hannelise? Where's Hannelise? I can't see Hannelise, Kyle. I want to greet her. I will greet her. Hi, Hannah. Hi, Amaris. Hi, Christoph Ladders. I'll greet you all. I can't see you, so I'm sorry. My bad. Okay, question number 3. Who did David kill with the slingshot? Okay, that was question number 3. Question number 4. Okay, question number 4. When Noah's ark stopped, right? So Noah was in the ark with all the animals. Okay, when his ark stopped, on what mountain did it land? On what mountain did Noah's Ark land after the flood was finished and everything came down? She's on Facebook Live. Oh, she needs to comment so that I can, say, I don't know. I don't know how to see who's on Facebook Live. I can see Yolanda's thing. Hi, Annalise. Hi. I'm so sorry. I'll greet you first before anyone. Okay, so question number 4, kiddies category, guys. When Noah's Ark stopped, on what mountain did it land? Or like, you know, when the water was coming down, it landed or it stopped on what mountain? Question number 5, kiddies category, last question in the category. Who was thrown into the lion's den? Okay, everybody should get this one, guys. Please, I'm trying. Okay, so question number 5, kiddies category. Who was thrown into the lion's den? Cool. Everybody shop. Everybody shop. Everybody shop. Okay, so that's the first 5. Okay, so let's run through the questions again and then we do the answers and we move on. Okay, so question number 1. What was the name of Abraham's son that God asked him to sacrifice? Question number 2. Who was swallowed by a big fish? Big fish. I'm pretty sure it was a whale, but okay, a big fish. Question number 3. We need your help to find his son. Question number 3. Who did David kill with the slingshot? Okay. Emily says you should say hi to me too. Hi, Emily, and hi, Tish. Hi, Letitia. Hi, Emily. Okay, question number 3. Who did David kill with the slingshot? Question number 4. When Noah's Ark stopped, on what mountain did it land? And question number 5. Who was thrown into the lion's den? Okay, so those are the 5 questions for the kiddies category. Let's go through the answers. Do you want the surname of the guy who was thrown into the lion's den? No, there's no extra points. There's no half marks. Guys, the quiz is the quiz. Okay. Okay, so question number 1. What was the name of Abraham's son that God asked him to sacrifice? His name was Isaac. Okay, Isaac, the promise, Abraham's promise. His name was Isaac. And you find that in Genesis 22. Question number 2. Who was swallowed by a big fish? Okay, that was Jonah. And you find that story in the book of Jonah. Okay, Jonah ran away from God and eventually found himself in the belly of a big fish. Yes, no half marks. No half marks. You either get it right or wrong. Question number 3. Who did David kill with the slingshot? David killed Goliath. Okay, David killed Goliath. That story is in 1 Samuel 17. Okay, Ilana, but you'll see, like this week, I really, I think I made it easier. I don't know. We'll see when we get to the others. But no half marks. No half marks this week. Okay, question number 4. When Noah's Ark stopped, on what mountain did it land? Noah's Ark stopped on Ararat. Ararat. Okay, stopped on Mount Ararat. 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 That story is in Genesis 8. Okay, Mount Ararat. Then question number 5. Who was thrown into the lion's den? Okay. His name was Daniel. And that story is found in the book of Daniel. Okay. I answered Mount Ararat. What translation calls it Ararat? I don't know that there's a translation. In every translation I know, it's called Mount Ararat. If you can tell me the translation that says Mount Ararat, then you can get the points. Otherwise, no point. Letitia, unfair. Why is it unfair? Or what's unfair? Okay, Daniel was thrown into the lion's den. I don't know of anyone else that was thrown into a lion's den. Okay. What happened to I'm going to beat everyone, Mara? Okay, guys, that's the kiddies category. Let's move on. Oh, yes, please post your scores. Post your scores. 5 out of 5. Well done. Please post your score. So post your score out of 5 for me so that I can see, please. What? Katie. What? I mean, these are kiddies questions. These are questions from like Sunday school. Okay, guys, I want to see your scores. Scores out of 5, please. Scores out of 5. 4 out of 5. I won the kiddies. 4 out of 5. I didn't know the mountain. Oh, okay. Okay. And the other is 4 out of 5. Okay. No kids need what? No kid needs. Oh, no kid knows how to say Ararat. But you're playing with as a family, right? So you're fine. 5 out of 5. Well done, guys. Yes. See, this is what's supposed to happen in the kiddies category. Well done. Okay, let's go. Next category. Next category. Old Testament. Old Testament is my vibe, guys. You know, I say this every week. It really is my vibe. The mountain. Oh, guys. You can't just know the story. Everybody knows the story of Noah, but then you don't know where the story ends. Or you just care about the rainbow. No, you need to know the story, the full story. Okay, question. Category number 2, the Old Testament. Okay, write down 1 to 5. For those that have just joined, please do not write the answers in the comments. Write them down on a piece of paper. Mark yourself, and then we'll go later. Carl, what question didn't you know? Yeah. Okay, Old Testament, here we go. Okay, I really, guys, this week I've given you guys points this week. It's fine. Okay, so question number 1. Okay, so question number 1 of the Old Testament. Okay, so God made a covenant, right? He made a covenant with Abraham, and he made a covenant with Moses, right? So in the covenant with Moses, okay, well, I guess even in the covenant with Abraham, okay, if a baby was born, but more like the story is in the covenant that God made with Moses, okay. So when a baby is born and that baby is a male, the baby has to be circumcised. This we all know. Okay, on which day, when does that baby have to be circumcised? Story, what's significant about the mountain? Okay, no. Guys, don't fight with me about Ararat. It's part of the story. Okay, so question number 1 of the Old Testament. In the Moses covenant, okay, the blood symbol or whatever is circumcision. Okay, a male has to be circumcised. How many days after they're born do they have to be circumcised? On which day do they have to be circumcised? Okay, question number 2, Old Testament. It give me 0. That's only question 1. Just wait until the end. You don't know. Okay, question 2 in the Old Testament category. Okay, when the Israelites were ready to take Jericho, okay, so they were now it was ready. Carl, don't write the answer in the comments, but I mean that's the wrong answer. But don't write the answer in the comments. Okay, so question number 2, Old Testament. Okay, when the Israelites were ready to go into the promised land, they started with Jericho. Okay, so for 6 days, once a day, they marched around Jericho in silence. Okay, on the 7th day, how many times did they march around Jericho before shouting and then the walls came down? So question number 2, when the Israelites were going to take Jericho, for 6 days, every day they would wake up, march around Jericho once, and then go back and live their lives, right? On the 7th day, how many times did they have to march around Jericho before shouting, and then the Jericho walls came down? So it's a number, guys. Okay. So how many times did they have to march around Jericho? Okay, that was question number 2 in the Old Testament category. Question number 3. Okay, question number 3. Mary, Jesus' mother Mary. Guys, please, Jesus' mother Mary. Okay, Jesus' mother Mary. she had a sister, okay, who also had a son around the same time that Mary was having a son. What was that sister's name? No, I can't give you clues. Okay, or a shortcut. Jesus' cousin, the cousin we know of, obviously. What was his mother's name? Okay, if you don't know the cousin I'm talking about, then problems. That's the closest I can give you to a clue. Okay, so Mary, Jesus' mother, had a sister that was pregnant around the same time. So they were pregnant together. Okay, what was her name? What was her name? Say my name, when no one is around you. Yes, that's not Old Testament. Okay, well, we'll just put it in here now. Oh, that's not Old Testament, guys. That's not Old Testament, but it's question number 3, okay? Otherwise, that will be the bonus question for the Old Testament, because it's actually New Testament. Then I'm thinking now of a oh, I know what I'm going to ask. Okay, so that's question number 3 in the Old Testament category, even though it's not really Old Testament, it's New Testament. Okay, question number 4. Question number 4. Okay, listen to the question. Please listen to the question. How many Assyrian soldiers? No bonus. I'm going to ask an extra question. Okay, so question number 4 in the Old Testament category. How many Assyrian soldiers did the angel of the Lord kill when Sennacherib attacked Hezekiah? Okay, so Sennacherib, he sent a message to Hezekiah saying, hey, I'm coming for you. I'm going to kill all you guys. I'm going to besiege you. Hezekiah went to the Lord, and King Hezekiah went to the Lord and said, Lord, look at what the enemy has said against you. Look at what they're doing. And then God sent an angel to kill the Assyrian soldiers. How many Assyrian soldiers did the angel of the Lord kill that day? Or that night? Okay. Mara, I'm trying to understand what that emoji thing of yours is. I can't really see. So if you could tell me what it is, that would be great. Okay. Bonus for question 1. Bonus question for category 2. That's what's going to happen. Okay, so how many Assyrian soldiers did the angel of the Lord kill? That's question number 4. Question number 5. Okay, in the Bible, in the Old Testament. Okay, question number 5. In the Old Testament, okay, in the Bible, the year of Jubilee. Okay, so God said part of his covenant was, guys, you will have a year of Jubilee every how many years? So the year of Jubilee is every how many years? The year of Jubilee is every how many years in the Old Testament? It's a coffin. The year of Jubilee is every how many years? Okay, so the year of Jubilee, I don't know, I guess for those that don't know, in the year of Jubilee, if you had sold your property, in that year you go back and that property it belongs to you again. Everybody goes back to their land. If you were somebody's slave, in that year you're set free, and you know, so it's like a year of reset. Everything is reset. The year of Jubilee was every how many years? The year of Jubilee was every how many years? That's question number 5 in the Old Testament. Okay, so the questions, because question number 3 wasn't an Old Testament question. I don't even know how I missed that. I really don't. I think I just got excited. Okay, so let's see. Old Testament. Okay, yes, here we go. So in the Old Testament, okay, so Aaron, who is Moses' brother, right? Aaron, God told Moses to ordain Aaron as a priest, right? To consecrate Aaron as a priest. I need to write it down so that I remember for later. Okay. So God told Moses to consecrate Aaron as a priest. What tribe do the priests come from? Like, what tribe of people? Okay, what tribe of people do the priests come from? That's question number 6 in the Old Testament category. What tribe of people are priests? Okay, I know the answer. I'll have to go and look, but I mean, I'm sure it will be in there somewhere. Okay, so what tribe of people do the priests come from? So it was the sons of Aaron and the... Oh, I just thought of another question now. Oh, I wish I should have asked. I'll ask it next week. It's fine. So question number 6 in the Old Testament category. What tribe of people do the priests come from? Okay, so let's run through the questions of Old Testament and then we'll go through the answers. So question number 1, okay, the covenant that God made with Moses. Okay, if you had a kid and it was a male, he had to be circumcised. On which day did he have to be circumcised? Question number 2, when the Israelites were ready to take Jericho, for 6 days they marched around Jericho once. On the 7th day, how many times did they march around Jericho before shouting and then the walls came down? Question number 3, which is not Old Testament, but it's in the Old Testament category. Mary, Jesus' mother, had a sister who also had a son around the same time. What was the sister's name? Question number 4. How many Assyrian soldiers did the angel of the Lord kill when Sennacherib came to attack Hezekiah? Question number 5. The year of Jubilee in the Old Testament, in the Bible, the year of Jubilee is every how many years? Every how many years is the year of Jubilee? And then question number 6. What tribe of people do the priests come from? Okay, let's go through the answers. Okay, so question number 1. Male baby boys had to be circumcised every how many days? Not every. Wait, you are circumcised once. Okay, so male boys, they had to be circumcised when they were 8 days old. So on the 8th day of their lives, they had to get circumcised. I think it's better to get circumcised as a baby. Like, you know, then it's done. You don't even, there's pain anyway. You don't really know what's going on. Like, I think it's just really difficult to try and circumcise an adult male. Anyway. Okay. On the 8th day, you had to get circumcised. Question number 2. Okay, when they took Jericho for 6 days in silence, they marched around once. On the 7th day, how many times did they have to march around before shouting? They had to march around Jericho 7 times. Can I get a half mark for saying 7 days? No. If your piece of paper, if you didn't write there 8 days, it's late. Okay, you get guys, be circumcised on the 7th day, and on the 8th day is not the same thing. Okay, only trumpets. What's only trumpets, ladders? Come, lovey. Okay, so question number 2. The answer is 7 times. So on the 7th day, they had to march around Jericho 7 times. And then shout and blow the trumpets and all those other things. And then Jericho came falling. Okay, question number 3, which is in the Old Testament category, but I know it's not Old Testament. It's fun. So this is the bonus one. Okay, so Mary, Jesus' mother, had a sister who had a son at the same time. What was her name? Her name was Elizabeth. Oh, so if you want to read about the circumcision, that's in Leviticus 12, okay, or Genesis 21, if you want to go back to the Abraham days. Yes, you get all you are late, and no, you did not win. Okay, and please remember, don't write the answers in the comments. Okay, and then the Jericho falling down story, that was in Joshua. That's in Joshua 6. Okay, Elizabeth, that's in Luke 1. You guys, I can't believe I forgot. No, it's not Martha. Her name was Elizabeth. Okay, then question number 4. How many Assyrian soldiers did the angel of the Lord kill when Sennacherib attacked Hezekiah? Okay, the angel of the Lord killed 185,000 of the Assyrian soldiers. 185,000 of them. Okay, 185,000. It's not Martha, guys. Mary and Martha were the sisters to Lazarus. Come on, guys. Come on. Okay. So that was question number 4. Okay, question number 5. The year of Jubilee. I want to know, did anyone get this right? Please, if you think you know the answer, please write it in the comments. I want to know. The year of Jubilee is every how many years? The Lord's angel killers are a fave. Oh my gosh. Hey, this is... Okay, guys, come the year of Jubilee. Did nobody get that right? The year of Jubilee in the Bible. So if you were a slave, you were set free. If you were... No, it's not every 40 years. Come on, guys. Come on. No, it's not every 7 years. Katie, I'm only 35,000 out. Can I get half a mark? No. No. It's not 25. No. The year of the Sabbath was every 7 years, lovey. No, guys. So the year of Jubilee was every 50 years. Okay, and that story, there you can go and read Leviticus 25 and you'll see. Year of Jubilee was every 50 years. Okay, so every 7th year you had to observe the year of the Sabbath. Okay, and then every 5, what does it say? Once you've observed the year of the Sabbath, is it 5? No, 7. Once you've observed the year of the Sabbath 7 times, in the next year is the year of Jubilee. Yeah, I think that's how. So Leviticus 25, guys, go and read it. So the year of Jubilee was every 50 years. You had to be a slave for 50 years. Yeah. Well, I mean, also, if you were a slave, you know, at least you knew that every 50 years you would be set free. Yes, well done. Okay. Every... Why are you Googling? It should be 7 now. Every 7 years was the year of the Sabbath. Okay, and in the year of Jubilee, so what would happen is in year 49, in year 49, you would plant and harvest and everything for the next year. Because in the year of Jubilee, you know, like you let the land rest, everything, just, it's great. Yes, Leviticus 25. Okay, explains the year of Jubilee. Google doesn't know the Bible. Why are you asking Google the questions? This is supposed to be from here. Okay, then question number 6, last question in the Old Testament category. Aaron and his sons and the priests came from what tribe of people? Okay, Aaron and his sons. The priests came from the Levites. Okay, so the priests came from the Levites. Ilana, are you trying to make sure? Okay, guys. So, even though the Old Testament category had 6 questions, please still post your score out of 10. Okay, not out of 11. Post your score out of... Google is of the world. Levi. But I asked what tribe of people, and Levi isn't a tribe of people. Okay, but you can get the mark, lovey. That's fine. I'll give you the mark. Okay. So the priests came from the Levites. Okay, guys, give me scores out of 10. Give me scores out of 10, please. Dun, 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 dun. Levites. 6 out of 10. Letitia, you're passing. Yes. 6 out of 10. It's okay. We're getting there, guys. Mara, what's your score out of 10? Busy there jumping on other people. What's your score out of 10? It's okay, guys. I don't know. No, you don't get Arat. Arat and Ararat is not the same thing. And Elise is on 9 out of 10. Well done. Well, yeah, you see, You're my girl. You're my girl. Old Testament, guys. Old Testament is boss. Okay, Mom, what's your score? Busy laughing at other people's scores here. What's your score? How much are you on? Mara, you're on 3 out of 10. Really? This can't be the truth. You need to add your first score plus your second score. So you can't be on 3. Because in the first category, you got 4. And there's no minus marks. Okay. Oh, my word. I live in the New Testament, girl. That's fine. We're going to New Testament now. We're going to... Okay, we're going to New Testament now, so you can make up your marks. It's fine. But you're still passing, so that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. Yeah, I also don't know that I want to give Levi, hey, but I'm being kind, I guess. But it's Levites, guys. The priests came from the Levites. Okay, so New Testament. Moving on, New Testament. Okay, there are only 5 questions here. Let me just make sure all of them come from the New Testament. Yes, okay, cool. So, you're on 10 out of 10. Why do I feel like you're cheating, maybe? I don't know. I need to have a question in here that chows you a little bit. I'll get there. Did you get that? Okay, Mom, did you get the 8 days for circumcision? Now I want to know. Okay, New Testament category, guys. Let's move on. New Testament category, question number 1. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Okay. Paul and Timothy wrote this to the church in which city? Okay. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Yes, I know it's a very short part of the verse. It's not the whole thing. But Paul and Timothy wrote this to the church in which city? In which city did they write this to? The church in which city? Okay. I will not. Guys, I want the name of the city. If you don't give me the name of the city, then you're not getting the point, and you're not getting half a mark, and you're not getting 3/4 of a mark. Okay, question number 2. In the early church, Paul often wrote and said, greet each other with a holy what? I would like to phone a friend. Okay, so question number 2. In the early church, Paul often wrote, he said, greet each other with a holy what? Okay. Here we go, baby. Jesus Testament. Yes. The whole Bible is the Jesus Testament, yo. There's a lot of Jesus in the Old Testament, okay? That's why it's okay that I'm Old Testament folk. I'm just saying. Okay. Question number 3 in the New Testament category. Okay. Please don't be slapped. How can a slap be holy? I guess the slap can be holy. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Yeah, well, I guess so. I mean, Mark used to chase demons out by kicking people and slapping people, so you never know. Okay, question number 3 in the New Testament category. Okay, so if you hear the word but you don't do it, then James says you are like a man who sees himself where? So where does the man see himself? And then leaves and forgets what he looks like. So if you hear the word but you don't do it, James says you're like a man who sees himself somewhere. Where is that? Okay, and then so you see yourself and then you leave and you forget what you look like. So where do you see yourself? Yes, for social distancing, Kyle, for the win. Greet each other with a holy elbow greeting. Okay. Do you want me to repeat question 3 again? Okay. Okay, so James. Okay. James says, if you hear the word of the Lord, but you don't do the word of the Lord, you are like a man who sees himself somewhere that's the answer. You're like a man who sees himself. Okay. And then when you leave, you forget what you study. This is Bible study, Lana. This is good Bible study even. Okay. So that is question number 3, New Testament. Question number 4. Okay. So I want this guy's name. Okay. So he was ministering and God said to him, no, go stand by the road. And then a chariot came and he heard a eunuch in the chariot reading the scripture. And, and they had a whole conversation. And then eventually this guy was like, oh, there's some water. What's stopping us from baptizing you now? I know somebody's going to get very excited about this. Okay. Anyway, then they baptized the guy like in the water that was nearby. And then he came out of the water. And then this guy was gone. And he was teleported to Azotus. Okay. He was teleported to Azotus. What is that guy's name? What is his name? So I'll go through the story again. So he was ministering and God said to him, hey, go stand by the road. Went to the road. He heard a eunuch in a chariot reading scriptures. Okay. And then he said, hey, do you understand what you're reading? And the guy was like, oh, not really. So they sat and they kind of went through the scriptures together. And, oh, I nearly said his name. Oh my gosh. And then this guy, just shared basically that the kingdom of God is at hand with him. And there was some water nearby. He was like, hey, what's stopping us from baptizing you right now? And the guy was like, yes, let's do it. And then they got in, baptized him. And then he came out. And when he finished getting baptized or whatever, then then he was teleported to Azotus. What is that guy's name? It's one of the really, I love the story of teleportation in the Bible. Suddenly he wasn't there, and then suddenly he was at, then people saw him in Azotus, and this guy, he just went on like nothing was happening. Okay, so what was his name? What was his name? That guy's name is Kyle. He wants to teleport to his girlfriend. Lockdown is getting us all, my friend. It's okay. Okay, so that was question number 4. Question number 5. Nothing trumps Spartan God. Oh, is Spartan God the God of the Old Testament? Dog, no, we need the New Testament. We can't be dealing with God's wrath forever. No, okay. So question number 5 in the New Testament category. Okay, question number 5. Let's go. Okay, what is the name of the garden where Jesus went to pray because he knew his hour was at hand? Okay, and Judas came, that was when he was praying and he sweat blood, and Judas came and betrayed him there. What is the name of that garden? See, I'm giving you one now. There's an easy one. There's an easy one for you. Okay, what is the name of the garden where Jesus went to pray and he sweated blood and Judas came and betrayed him there? What is the name of that garden? What is the name of that garden? What is the name of that garden? Okay, so that's question number 5 in the New Testament category. Let's go through the answers. Okay, so question number 1. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Who did Paul and Timothy write this to? The church in which city? It was the church. I forgot I had to be writing the answers because I'm busy defending my God. Can we start over? No. No. Okay. Who did he write that to? I can do all things. It was the church in Philippi. Guys, it is the church in Philippi. Oh yeah, you were there. You see, Lana, at least you got a point. You were. Oh, and I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. I can't wait until I get to go to Israel, and I'm so keen to get there one day, and one day soon, hopefully. Franklin Jensen and his wife are actually hosting people that are going there now, so that's just pretty cool. But I mean, man, ain't problematic. Okay, so it was the church in Philippi. Guys, if you didn't write the word Philippi, I do not accept Philippians. That is not the answer. Okay, it was the church in Philippi. Okay, question number 2. In the early church, Paul often wrote, greet each other with the holy what? The answer is with a holy kiss. Okay, greet each other with a holy kiss. So if you wrote kiss there, then you got the answer. Mara, maybe we should plan to go to Israel together. Why not? Okay, question number 3. Question number 3. If you hear the word of the Lord, but you don't do it, James says you are like a man who sees himself in the mirror, and when he leaves, forgets what he looks like. Okay, so question number 3, the answer is mirror. The answer is mirror. Now you guys are just kissing. Why? Yes, holy kiss. That was question number 2. We're on question number 3. Okay, if you hear the word of the Lord and don't do it, James says you're like a man that sees himself in the mirror, and when he leaves, forgets what he looks like. Okay, question number 4. Okay, the guy who was ministering and God said to him, go stand by the side of the road. And then he heard the eunuch reading scriptures in his chariot. And he ministered to him, baptized him in the water, and then was teleported to Azotus. His name was Philip. Okay, so Kyle, you were right. Just another one. We are creating each other. Katie, greeting. Okay. Yeah, social distance greeting. As long as it's social distance greeting, it's good. Okay, so question number 4. The guy who was teleported to Azotus, his name was Philip. Philip. Okay. Question number 5. What is the name of the garden where Jesus went to pray? He went to pray in the Garden of Gethsemane. Okay, Gethsemane. If what, okay, our spelling doesn't count here. If what you wrote kind of sounds like, kind of sounds like Gethsemane, then, you know, that's fine. Okay, oh, I didn't give you guys scriptures. Did I give you the scriptures for the Old Testament answers? Oh my word, I don't remember. Will you accept Philippine for the Philip answer? No. Question number 1 for New Testament, the answer is Philippi. It was the church in Philippi. And question number 4, the guy's name is Philip, not Philippine. So if you got that wrong, then Kyle, you need to deal with her. That's what needs to happen. Okay. I get half a mark for every blank question. No. No. There are no half marks. There are no half marks. Okay. Ararat sounds like Ararat though. No! I'm saying spelling doesn't matter for Gethsemane. But Ararat can only be spelt one way. Mara, you are missing an R-A. So no. Okay, so the church of Philippi. So question number 1 for New Testament. The answer is in Philippians 1. Question number 2, you can look many places, but I wrote down Romans 16. Okay, question number 3. James 1 talks about the man who looks at himself and sees himself in the mirror. Question number 4, Acts 8 tells you the story of Philip. And question number 5, the Garden of Gethsemane. It's in all the Gospels, but I wrote down Matthew 26. Okay. Cool. So, how many? 5, 10, 15. Give me a score out of 15, please. Add your marks. Give me a score out of 15. Okay, what's happening here? Okay, so no half mark for every blank question. No. You gave scriptures for Old Testament. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Ilana. Cool. Okay, I need a score out of 15, guys. Come. Expose yourselves. Let's see. Okay, what's happening here? We pray that you get grace. We need marks. So you can get 7. No, Kyle. No, Myra. No, that's not funny. That's what the cross was for, Katie. No, 15 out of 15. Ilana, you can't be on 15. Okay, come guys. Scores. 13 out of 15. Well done. 12 out of 15. 9 out of 15. Guys, we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, you see, I told you I made this week easy. Okay. Last category, women of the Bible. Let's run through it, guys. We spend so much time on here. Okay, last category, women of the Bible, right? 1 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so as long as it's a woman that's in the Bible, it's all good. Okay, guys, I need grace. Ilona. Letitia, I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. Guys, if you are on 7, 8, I always get confused when I get to 15. I must stop. Okay. 8 out of 15. Well done, Tehu. You're getting there. Oh, guys. Yay. You're passing. This makes me happy. Okay, women of the Bible. Question number 1. What was the name of Moses' sister? So the sister that we know about. You know. What was the name of Moses' sister? Okay. Don't go Old Testament. I can go anywhere in the Bible as long as it's a woman in the Bible. I can go there. Okay, what was the name of Moses' sister? Question number 2. Okay, name the prostitute who hid Joshua and Caleb when they went to spy out Canaan. So eventually her and her family were saved when they conquered Jericho. Okay. So name the prostitute who hid Joshua and Caleb when they went in to spy out the land of Canaan. What was the name of the prostitute? You and me. Guys, you know that I'm an Old Testament folk, so obviously I'm going to ask Old Testament questions sometimes. Only Jesus Testament women of the Bible. But you couldn't even tell me Elizabeth. I asked you about Elizabeth. You couldn't tell me Elizabeth. Okay, question number 3. Okay. I asked you about Elizabeth. You couldn't tell me Elizabeth. Okay, question number 3. Okay. So Amnon, who was David's son. Okay. Okay, now I'm just going to read the question like this. Okay, name David's daughter. What is the name of David's daughter who was raped by her brother Amnon? So Amnon raped her and then said, you know, get out of my sight. I don't want to see you again. And Absalom was very angry. What is the name of David's daughter who was raped by her brother? I got Elizabeth right. Okay, I'm glad. I'm glad you got Elizabeth right. So the question number 3 in Women of the Bible is name David's daughter. What is the name of David's daughter who was raped by her brother Amnon? Okay, question number 4. Surprise! This is why I think I was excited. Okay, so Elizabeth, question number 4. In the Women of the Bible, Elizabeth, who was Mary's sister. Okay, when she found out she was pregnant, she went into seclusion, right? The spirit kind of called her into seclusion. For how long was she secluded for? How long was she in seclusion for? Okay, so Elizabeth was in seclusion during her pregnancy. How long was she secluded for? Why so many Old Testament women? Elizabeth is New Testament, Mara. Elizabeth, Mary's sister, Mary the mother of Jesus. The Elizabeth that we just spoke about. Okay, she was in seclusion during her pregnancy. How long was she secluded for? How long was she in seclusion for? Okay. Then question number 5. In Women of the Bible. This is yes, she was quarantined. Okay. Okay, question number 5. This is the last question of the quiz for today. Question number 5. Okay. Ruth's mother-in-law changed her name to Mara, which means bitter. Okay. What was her name before that? So basically I'm asking Ruth's mother-in-law. Okay, Ruth's mother-in-law the wife of Elimelech. Okay, what was her name? Like, just when she was born and she was given a name, what was her name? Okay, like her normal name before she changed it to Mara. Okay. Okay, what was her name? Okay, that is the end of the quiz. Okay, so women of the Bible, I'm going to run through the questions again and then we'll do the answers and we're done for today. So question number 1, what is the name of Moses' sister? Question number 2, name the prostitute who hid Joshua and Caleb when they went to go and spy on Canaan. Question number 3, name David's daughter who was raped by her brother Amnon. Question number 4, Elizabeth, Mary's sister, or Jesus' aunt. Okay, she was in seclusion during her pregnancy. For how long was she secluded? And question 4, number 5, is Ruth's mother-in-law, Elimelech's wife. What was her name before she changed it to Mara? Okay. That's not a woman answer, Katie. We want the names of women. No! No, it's called Women of the Bible, which means if it's a Bible story about a woman in the Bible, I can ask the question. Okay. Yes, Mara, just go and read your Bible. So why are you not greeting me? Oh my word. Okay, cool. So let's go. Question number 1. What was the name of Moses' sister? Moses' sister was called Miriam. Miriam was the name of Moses' sister. Question number 2. Name the prostitute who hid Joshua and Caleb when they went to spy out the land of Canaan. Her name was Rahab. Her name was Rahab. Question number 3. Name David's daughter who was raped by her brother Amnon. Her name was Tamar. Yes, like Miriam with a timbrel in her hand. That was actually her. That song is talking about her. We will dance into the land. Okay, so question number 3. Now you got that song in my head. Okay, question number 3. David's daughter who was raped by her brother Amnon. Her name was Tamar. Okay. Mara, you didn't think you were going to get... You didn't think you were going to get Rahab right. Okay, does Miriam count? See how? I've never seen that name before. I don't know. I don't know. Her name was Miriam. So, no, I don't think so. No, that doesn't count. It must be Miriam. Okay, so question number 4. Elizabeth, Mary's sister or Jesus' aunt, however you want to look at her. She was in seclusion during her pregnancy. How long was she secluded for? She was in seclusion for 5 months. So she was in seclusion for 5 months. She was in seclusion for 5 months. And then Mary stayed with her for 3 months. And then she gave birth to... I'm not going to tell you. And then she gave birth to Jesus' cousin. I say Miriam counts still because Jesus loves you. You guys, this is my game. I make the rules. Okay, so Elizabeth was secluded for 5 months. Please note that she was secluded, not isolated, not... Okay. Oh, guys. So, Moses' sister Miriam is in 1 Chronicles 6. Joshua, Caleb, and Rahab story, that's in Joshua 2. The story of Amnon raping Tamar is in 2 Samuel 13. It's actually very sad. Then Elizabeth being secluded for 5 months is in the book of Luke, chapter 1. Okay. And then question number 5, Ruth's mother-in-law, what was her name? Her name was Naomi, or I know people pronounce it differently. I just don't know. I say Naomi. Naomi. Lovey, why are you cheating? There's no jury. There's no jury. I'm just the judge. Okay, so Ruth's mother-in-law, her name was Naomi. Okay, guys, that is the end. Give me your score out of 20, please. And thank you so much for joining us. We must not be quarantined for the same amount of time. She was secluded. She wasn't quarantined. And no, please, not 5 months. I will not make it. Okay, me personally, I don't know about other people, but I will not make it. Come, guys, scores out of 20. I want to see. Letitia, how did you do? Naomi is spelled Naomi, and that's in Ruth. That's in the book of Ruth. Yes, Myra, you got Naomi right. Don't believe everything you read, Katie. 16 out of 20. 19 out of 20. Which question did you get wrong? I'm interested to know now. Annalise, 17 out of 20. It's 11 out of 20. Yes, you're improving and you've passed. Like pass, not the 33% pass. Kyle. I had 2 questions in there with your name. Philippi and Philip. How? Okay, 9 out of 20. 12 out of 20. Well done. 6 out of 10. Annalise is a beast. Yes, Annalise is a beast. Myra, you need to read the Old Testament, yo. It's got some good stuff there about God. It tells you about who he is. It's amazing. Okay, so how do you have 6 out of 10? The quiz is out of 20. Okay. What question did you get wrong? That's my woman. Yes, she is your woman. Oh, guys, thanks so much for joining. I really had fun. I've enjoyed this. Oh, well done, Annalise. And I really want to know what question you got wrong. So if you don't mind sharing that with me, that would be great. Ilana, how much did you end up with? I want to know. We Googled the non-women question. The non-women question. What question was that? What's a non-women question? Guys, 9 out of 22. It's okay. It's okay till you can make up for it next week. I promise. 14. You got 14 out of 20. Well done, Ilana. You did so well. You really did so well. Well done. Okay. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us. I'll see you next week. I'll let you know if we're still going to have 4 categories.